Hi, it's Kazuyoshi Hitano. Thanks for listening to this program, and the program is Habits Craft for Your Future, Transforming Thoughts and Actions. And I've been talking about this for several months, and every week I'm speaking about habits and how to craft your habits, and also thought behind the habits, creation of habits, and also the kind of realization of habits. Look, you need to create a habit and also do it as a routine, so make it a real habit for you. And I like the idea of thinking about this is my personal thing, but I really think that I want to be better. So I would say that this would depend upon individual, but if you are a person who thinks that you want to be better, or you think that you can be better, I think learning habits will be the most significant one. And today's topic is about learning. So this is my question today. So what is the thing that you are learning now? What are the things that you are learning now? Can you come up with one or two? If that comes to your mind, please speak out it, or write it on the paper, or just kind of imagine that. If you're driving a car, you could say that. And when you say that, it's gonna create power in inside of yourself. So it's always good to speak when you are asked a question. So I've been in the U.S. in the past 3 weeks, and I've been to Florida, and after that I've been to New York. And currently I am very much interested in kind of writing or creating a journal using the goal vision method. And therefore I'm sort of collecting all the workbooks, of course, that are sold. Some of them are bestsellers, and that looks like a journal or some workbook. And I've been to MoMA, Modern Museum Art. I forgot what it stands for, but in New York, and I found a book which I liked, but I found the workbook for the first time of this book, and the book title of the book is Still Like an Artist. I believe you may have heard about it, and I like the book, the original one. That is not the workbook, and the Still Like an Artist. And I found the workbook, and the first question was that there are a bunch of questions in this workbook, but or not just a question, but some exercise. But the first one is that write down 10 things that you want to learn, or you're planning to learn. And I really felt that this is a powerful question. So I've asked you what are you learning now? What are the things that you are learning now? And also, what are the things that you are willing to learn? What do you want to learn now? What is it? Out of 10, I didn't have enough time, so I just wrote 4, and I'm going to continue. But if you think about what you are doing and what you are willing to learn, it really makes a difference in your life. And learning is all about habits, because we don't say that I'm learning something if you've done that once. Even if you have done that for 3 hours, you don't say that you are learning now, right? It's just that you have studied something for 3 hours, which is okay. But in this context, I'm talking about learning something. So learning means a continuous activity. The difficulty of course, that's the fun part, but the difficulty, I would intentionally say this word, but so it's actually difficult because the more you learn, you feel that you are not enough. So if you are going to write a report for some assignments, that could be a school report or any kind of a business report, whichever. What do you need to go to the internet or go to the book or library? Well, what you need to do is to touch and understand the necessary information that will help you create that report, right? And actually, you don't need to do more than that if you are going to write a 2-page report for your boss. You don't need to do too much, or it's rather hazardous to do too much, right? And if you're a student, okay, you can do a lot, but you may have A+ if you study a lot, but of course you have a time restriction, so you need to decide, kind of allocate your time appropriately so that you can get an A+ for some class, but you can't, if you put too much effort on that, then you fail others. Overall, you will struggle. So you need to have a balance. So it's always that you don't have to do too much for everything. That is obvious for the study part. But of course, the professional study is a little bit different, like academic study. But I'm talking about the general people like you and me. I don't know, maybe you're a scholar, but if you are doing something for this purpose, you don't need to dig into that too much. But when you use the word learning, it means that you're doing for some purpose, and the purpose will decide the degree that you will need to do that. So this is the same as the report story, but so what you're going to learn and to what extent will be defined by what you are aiming for. So, and what you're aiming for is essentially is about the goal. So what is the goal? What is your goal? What are your goals will decide what you will learn and to what extent you will learn. So in many cases, in the goal vision setting, I ask you to set a very, very big goal, far beyond your comfort zone, status quo. So therefore, the more you learn that, you will feel that you are not enough. And that is the fun part, which means that you can learn more and you can enjoy more. But I believe that it is very important that we keep learning because we keep doing something. Doing something means that you have a goal and you are aiming for that and you're doing towards that. Right. So I coach CEOs and I coach some athletes. And of course I support and guide people who are not the CEOs, not the artists, not the athletes, and however, it will apply for everybody that the things that you will learn will depend upon what you are aiming for. So I've been spending my past 3 weeks with top athletes in the world, so therefore he and his team are learning a lot and I am learning a lot. And I'm surrounded by the people who makes it a habit to learn a lot. I wonder, how about you? And of course, you are listening to this program, and I appreciate that very much. So therefore, you are a learner, obviously. And so this will not apply to you, but we are surrounded by the people who are not necessarily learning anything or not that much. So what I think we can be a role model for people around you, and shows them how it will influence yourself and other people, so that you will feel much better about yourself. Because learning is not, as a hobby, it's okay. If you feel that learning something is a part of your hobby, okay, you don't need to show that or tell that, or that doesn't have to do any contribution to anybody, because it's a hobby. Hobby is things that you will do for your own good sake, not for others. However, if you have a different goal, like serving to society or helping other people, or even if you just want to be rich or make money, even so, learning will need to be shared to other people, and you will need to help and urge other people to learn a lot as well, and that will help you get close to your purpose and goal. So therefore, it is very good that you and I already have established the habit of learning, and the topic will be, as I already said, depend upon what you and I aim, but so it should be different by you and me, but in any case, your goal will be the initial source for what you will learn, and the things that will support you to continue that is to make that as a habit. And learning is all about habits. So what I would recommend is that if you are learning something, and if you are like that, I would just recommend that try to create a system that you can continue that. And a simple system will help you easily make it a daily routine and to try to continue. So that's today's point. So number one is that everything comes from the goal, as always we know. And number two, if you feel that you want to learn something, that is a wonderful thing, but please put some system in place that enable you to keep doing that easily. Like you put a piece of paper on your desk, that's number one. But if you put 10 pieces of paper one by one, and when it comes to 50, 100, it becomes thicker and thicker. You have 1,000 pages of piece of paper on the desk. It's going to be a big box, which means that every day, every single learning activity, if you continue that for 100 days or 1,000 days, it's going to make a huge difference. So in order to do that, we have to make that a habit. So you could say that you don't have to do it every day, like 3 times a day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll do this. Okay, that's okay. But keep doing that and put a system in place. I'm going to talk about the system, but you can think about the system as well. So just writing that you're going to do that and putting that on the wall, then it is a system. It doesn't have to be a big one. Or you could put you could put a calendar that every week you spend 30 minutes 3 times, and you put that in your calendar. That is a system. And if you forget to put that, you can put that as an annual plan. That's one way to do that. And also you can make it easy so that you will do that. So that you will find a place to do that, or you may sometimes work together with other people, or you will eliminate some things that hampers you from doing that, like plugging off the TV. I don't know if this works these days, but anything like that will be the barrier for you. You can just put them away so that you'll be able to easily work on to your learning stuff. So there are various ways, and you can be creative. So as long as you are serious about making that a habit to learn on something, then you'll be able to find out the way. And don't worry, there's no kind of a magical bullet, so you just need to figure out what works for you. Okay? That's today's talk, and I really respect that you are listening to this, because I'm talking about learning stuff, and if you keep learning, continue learning, listening to this, and it's going to be a big help for you. Thank you for listening to this, and I hope you have registered, or say like or whatever, so that you won't miss the upcoming podcast program with this one. And if you have something that you want to share with me, or a question, you have a place to write in the podcast page, so you please find space to write that. Alright, I'm gonna talk with you again, and thank you for your time listening to this. This is Kazuyoshi-san. Bye bye.